Do you feel like you just can't get your knots out from your shoulders and they're just constantly hurting? Well, this video is definitely for you, and trust me, you'll be feeling better after the video. So welcome to my porch and let's get started. My name is Monika. So let's start today with being on the child's pose. So you can bring your knees together and just come on down, bringing your hands to the top of the mat, and then just curling your head down, just trying to rest it as much as possible, allowing the weight of your body to just sink into your thighs. And then to begin our practice with relieving the knots in our shoulders, you're going to take your hands, clasp them behind your back, and then lift them and bring them over your head, or as far up as you can. So just breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. You may feel some intensity here, so try to just breathe into the space of tightness and discomfort. And you can play around this pose by doing a slow, gentle circle with your shoulders and your hands and your arms. Simply try to bring them counterclockwise and then clockwise, just slowly massaging your shoulders. And again, just breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Just extend forward, bringing it more to the top of the mat, and then slowly release. You're just going to shift yourself into a cobra pose. Little baby cobra. And then start to shrug your shoulders to your ears and then release. Shrug them to your ears and release. And again, shrug, 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 and then pull them back, lifting the chest up and the chin. Just trying to get used to your movement here. And again, just shrug your shoulders and then push them back. Good. And then you're just going to place your forehead onto the ground, and then you're going to clasp your hands again here and then bring them up, as far up as you can, and try to relax your feet, so point your toes, and see how far back forward you can move your hands. You know, if you're just here by your waist, that's okay. Try to just slowly raise them up as you exhale. So inhale through the nose and exhale, lift a little bit higher. Inhale through the nose and exhale, lift. Very good. And slowly lower your hands, bring them back to center. Lift your head up. And then you're going to push yourself back into the child's pose. Just repeating this process here. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then clasp your hands from behind. Lift them up. Nice and gently hold. Good. Can you go a little bit further? And then just lean slightly to the left and then slightly to the right. Nice. And again, let's lean to the left and then lean to the right. And then come on to a tabletop position. Curl your toes and come up to a down dog. Just pedal out your feet here. And then also, can you shrug your shoulders, bring them up into your ears, and then relax. And then lift the shoulders, squeeze the shoulders, squeeze, 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 and release. Let's do that one more time. Squeeze the shoulders together and release. Bring the right leg up to the sky, engaging the core and bringing it through a lunge, lifting yourself up. Take a breath, take a moment, and sink into the pose. And then you're going to bring your left foot in and then come into a triangle, grabbing a mat, block, and then placing it so that way it's right in front of your ankle, and then doing a spinal twist. If you want to play with the levels, you can go a little bit lower. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Then look up to the sky and try to extend that left arm a little bit more back, relaxing the neck here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Then gently bring the block to the outside of the mat. Bring yourself to a plank, tucking your hips under, engaging through the palms of your hands, and push up higher. And slowly lower yourself down into that baby cobra again. And just look up to the sky, and then bring your head down to the mat. And again, look up and look back down. Just that gentle movement with the neck. Move it to the left and to the right. Just noticing where you feel more tightness. Where are the knots? Can you breathe space into those knots? And slowly lower your head. Let's bring the hands over the head. Just noticing how you feel right now. Where are your knots? Where is your tension? Focus on those areas and send in your breath, so that way your breath can open up space in that area to relieve the tensions, to relieve the knots. Your breath is very powerful, and when we use it consciously, it can heal the body. Breathe in through the nose, relax the legs, relax the hips, lift the arms up a little bit further, gently lower, bring your hands by your chest, and shifting your weight back to a child's pose. Just take a few moments to reset. You know what's coming up next. We're going to bring the hands behind the back. Bring the hands behind the back, and let's lift them again over the head. Good. Can you notice that you're slightly more open? You can reach more back. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Shift your weight slightly to the left and slightly to the right. Lower your hands down, coming to a tabletop. Curl the toes, lift up to the down dog. And again, let's shrug the shoulders and then release them. Shrug the shoulders and release them. And shrug the shoulders. So you should feel like a little wiggle, or your shoulders are moving slightly. That means you're bringing awareness to that tension. Let's bring the left leg up to the sky, engaging the core. Bring the leg through your hands, and then lifting up to a lunge. Try to lower yourself, ground yourself here, and then open up to that triangle. So taking your block for the assistance, because we are in this pose for a few more moments than the other poses. It's nice to have the support. So look up to your right arm, shift the right arm more back. You can play with the levels again with the block. Try to go a little bit deeper, but keeping your posture nice and aligned. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. And move the block away. Come back to the plank. Nice high plank. Tucking the ribs, tucking the hips, lifting. Lift the chest. Lift through the arms. Nice. And come on down through the chaturanga. Lifting to that baby cobra. So you may need some more room here so you can move your block completely. Try to shrug your shoulders again to the ears, and then open up the chest. Shrug, shrug, shrug. And open. And then shrug one last time, bringing the hands up. So this is going to be a twist that we're going to do. If you feel too intense in the arm, just don't go as deeply. Just be mindful of your body. You don't want to be, popping things out of your sockets and out of your shoulders. So just feel the intensity. We're going to extend the left arm out to the side. Then you're going to take your right hand by your chest. Now you're going to shift the right leg over the left. So that way the foot can be planted to the ground. And then you're just going to open up that hip. And as you open up that hip, you should feel pressure on the shoulder. So this is where you want to be mindful. You might just be here, or you can fully extend out depending on the flexibility of your shoulder or the tightness and then the various tensions that you have. So keeping the head up, if you want, you can take that block and place your head on it. So that way you feel a little bit less strain on the neck. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And breathe into the space of tightness. Allow the shoulders to sink more into the ground. And if you start to feel some numbness, just stick with it for, 3 to 4 seconds. And then maybe slowly come out of the pose, just to allow the blood to flow in that arm. And then slowly come back into it. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very good. Then slowly come out of the pose, gently shifting the hips back to center, taking the block away from your neck. And then move your hands back to center, looking back up to that cobra, and let's shrug the shoulders again. Shrug, shrug, shrug. And then push them back up, lifting the chin, lifting the heart. And again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze it all in. Feel that tightness. And then push it up and away. One more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe and lift up. Very good. So let's do the opposite side. Let's extend the right arm out, getting yourself situated, and then slowly take the left leg, twist it over, noticing where that comfort spot is, and then maybe try and go maybe half an inch further. Taking the block, you can rest it on your head. Good. Just feel the support from the elements, from the ground, from the block, from your hands. And then as you're in this pose, we try to listen to your surroundings. Where are you? Are you inside? Are you outside? Are you home? Are you with your friends? Notice where you are and that you feel safe here. Or maybe you don't feel safe. So if you don't feel safe, maybe create an energy field of protection. I'm sending you that energy of protection so that way you feel safe in your own space. So feel yourself in this safe spot. Feel the energy of love, the love from the earth, the love from the elements. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Once again, just be mindful of your body. So if you feel that numbness coming, slowly move your hips back to center and then slowly come back into it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. About 3 more seconds. One big breath. And then exhale, slowly come and turn back to your stomach, back to the cobra. Moving your block away, lifting up the chest. Let's bring the shoulders in and curl them out. Bring them in, and bring them up. Very good. Then you're going to bring your hands by your chest and then push yourself into the child's pose. This time you can try a wider leg child's pose. And so if you need the block, you can put it under your hip. And if not, you could just stay here. Just taking a moment's rest, noticing how your shoulders feel. We're almost done, just a few more poses left. And while you're here again, let's bring our hands behind our back, placing your forehead onto the floor, and then lift the shoulders up. One last time in this child's pose with our hands over the head. And take note of your progress. Look how much more flexible you are in just a few breaths and just a few poses. When we bring attention to our body and give it this self-love of doing yoga poses or massages, we're able to open the body up, open up to the day, and open up to new possibilities. So breathe in, breathe out, and slowly you're actually going to lift your whole upper body up with your hands behind, bringing your knees in. And then gently place your hands on the mat. And then you can lift your chest up as a small cobra or small camel pose. Nice. And then tuck your chin in. And then just lift the chin up. Tuck the chin in. Tilt it to the left and the right side. Let's go back to the table tap. And then you're just going to drop your belly. Look up. And round it all in to the cat pose. So dropping the belly into the cow, looking up, and then rounding it in. This rounding should feel really nice for your upper back and shoulders. And again, bring it in, bring it down. Good. Let's go into the down dog. Then come on up to a forward fold. Grab your elbows and just sway side to side, just allowing the head to hang, allowing the shoulders to come down. Bend your knees for that support for the low back. Then you're going to open yourself up to a wider leg position. And again, just sway side to side, just getting the quads a little bit more open and loosened. And then you're going to take your right hand and place it on the left ankle, and then you're going to open up into a twist, but keeping your weight low. You should feel this twist in the right shoulder. You can look up to the sky for some further deepening. Inhale and exhale. And if this is too much for you, make sure you can always just bend your knees. Inhale and exhale. Let's go to center. Switching sides, grabbing the left with the right ankle, and then looking over your right shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. And back to center. Let's clasp our hands and bring them over the head. Just allowing your shoulders to drop. You can bend your knees here or keep them straight if your hamstrings are tight. Breathe in through the nose and shift slowly to the left side, shifting over to the right side. Remember, don't overdo it. Just be mindful of your body. If it hurts, then just don't go as far. There's no rush in the poses. There's no rush in your body. Simply be present, and you'll learn to know that where you are is the best for your body. And slowly bring your hands back to center. You can grab the block again, and we're just gonna squat down to our block and sit on it. And then taking your elbows and just push them on the insides of your quads. Bring your shoulders up high. And then just doing a quick release by doing a bind, by wrapping your hands around the right side. So you should feel that stretch in the right shoulder. Look over to your left side and come back to center. And switching sides. Good. And then back to center again. And then you could do some small little back rubs here by just doing small pinches with your hands. As you're here, our practice has come to an end. So thank you for practicing with me. And be sure to subscribe. You can just click above and watch some new videos that are located up here. And if you want to check out what I like to do outside of yoga, you can follow me on Instagram. I paint and I do some photography too. So I hope to see you there, and drop a comment below to say hi. Bye.